Most people think they're broke because they don't earn enough, but what if the real problem is that their energy is simply off-key? Sounds wild, right? Yet a growing number of people are discovering that money doesn't respond to effort first, it responds to frequency. And here's the controversial part: you can work harder, hustle longer, push yourself to exhaustion, and still repel abundance if your internal vibration isn't matching the wealth you're asking for. Maybe you've felt this before, those moments when money slips away no matter how disciplined you try to be, or when opportunities seem to pass right by you as if you're invisible. It's frustrating, almost personal. But what if this struggle isn't a sign of failure, but a sign of misalignment? A small vibrational mismatch between what you want and what your energy is actually broadcasting. Fix the signal, and the results shift almost instantly. The truth is, money is far less mysterious than people make it. It follows coherence. It follows clarity. It follows the person whose emotion, identity, and intention are tuned to the right frequency. And the craziest part? You don't have to wait months to feel the shift. Sometimes a single moment of emotional realignment can unlock flow that's been blocked for years. That's the quick reward most people never talk about. So if you've ever wondered why you want more money but somehow push it away without noticing, or why your effort doesn't match your results, you're exactly where you need to be. Because once you understand how to match the right frequency, attracting more money becomes less of a fight and more of a steady, natural consequence. And what comes next will change the way you think about wealth forever. People often chase wealth as if it's sprinting away, but a wise mentor knows money actually gravitates toward those whose money frequency is stable and unmistakable. It's like broadcasting a steady abundance signal that the universe can easily lock onto. When someone's inner tone is scattered, opportunities slip through the cracks. Yet when their wealth vibration is calm and coherent, they start to attract money naturally. Two people can live the same life, but the one aligned energetically always ends up ahead. That subtle vibrational shift is the real game changer. Imagine two tuning forks in a room, strike one, and the other hums in response. That's exactly how money resonance works. When someone radiates energetic alignment with abundance, the world reflects it back through unexpected chances, timely ideas, and aligned people. This isn't luck, it's financial manifestation responding to coherence. A person tuned to prosperity becomes a magnet without trying to force anything. Their presence alone communicates readiness. And the universe always listens to emotional clarity before it listens to effort. A mentor would say someone's dominant vibe works like an energetic signature, almost like a wealth identity stamped into their field. If they identify as someone who can earn, keep, and grow money, life rearranges accordingly. But the moment fear or guilt creeps in, the signal cracks. Even a high-frequency mindset needs ongoing attention, like tuning a guitar that drifts slightly out of pitch. Those tiny daily recalibrations matter. They keep the person aligned with the vibration they actually want to live in. A person anchored in the money frequency doesn't obsess over how. Instead, they cultivate emotional calibration, simple habits that stabilize their inner landscape. Deep breathing, grounding walks, gratitude bursts, or journaling wealth wins sharpen their financial tuning. These rituals broadcast a clear abundance signal without pretending or forcing anything. When someone holds this emotional tone consistently, opportunities seem to appear as if life itself is responding. And in truth, it is. Most people try to do wealth before learning to be wealth, but money responds to identity first. When someone adopts a high-frequency mindset, their choices automatically shift toward confidence and clarity. They negotiate what they deserve, notice chances others overlook, and stop shrinking when opportunity knocks. Scarcity loses its grip because their vibrational shift becomes stronger than old patterns. And in that empowered state, they communicate to the universe, "I'm finally ready for more." Your relationship with money is less about action and more about the energy you're radiating. When your internal broadcast matches abundance, you don't need to chase, it starts flowing toward you. That's where quantum wealth principles come alive, because you're no longer emitting static. Practices like visualization, meditation, or aligning goals with gratitude refine the signal further. This energetic alignment builds momentum. And as it strengthens, people, resources, and ideas travel your way almost automatically. The real secret about the frequency of money is that it responds instantly to coherence. When your beliefs, emotions, and desires point in the same direction, the universe moves with you. Your wealth vibration becomes unmistakable, your abundance signal sharpens, and reality begins adjusting to your new state of being. Income grows, intuition heightens, synchronicities multiply. And as this new flow settles in, something even more powerful begins awakening beneath the surface, quietly preparing you for what comes next. Most people think their financial life depends only on income, but a wise mentor would chuckle and say, your real wealth begins with your vibrational credit score. It's the invisible measure of how consistently your money frequency holds its shape under pressure. Some people attract money easily but can't keep it because their emotional calibration is unstable. Their energetic alignment wobbles whenever fear kicks in. But someone with a strong internal score maintains a steady wealth vibration no matter the situation. And that steadiness becomes its own kind of magnetism. Think of your vibrational credit score as the level of trust the universe has in your ability to receive and keep abundance. When your emotions spike, your energy leaks. When your beliefs contradict your desires, your wealth identity cracks. But someone who maintains a clean abundance signal communicates reliability. They don't just attract money, they retain and multiply it. Opportunities feel safe entering their field because the energetic environment they offer is stable. That's when financial manifestation becomes a recurring pattern instead of a lucky accident. You've probably seen people who lose money as quickly as they make it. That happens because their inner frequency can't hold the weight of increased flow. It's like pouring ocean water into a paper cup. Without emotional calibration and consistent financial tuning, the system collapses. But strengthening your money resonance is like upgrading that cup into a container that can actually handle overflow. This is why some people grow gradually into their wealth instead of chasing quick wins, they're building capacity. And capacity is everything. A strong vibrational credit score also shows in your decisions. When someone vibrates scarcity, they hesitate, overthink, and let aligned goals slip away. Fear becomes their advisor. But with a high-frequency mindset, clarity speaks louder than fear. A person in energetic alignment chooses investments, opportunities, and relationships from a grounded place. They're not reacting, they're resonating. And resonance always pulls in more than effort ever could. That's how quantum wealth begins folding into your everyday life. Even your habits reflect your score. Someone with a low vibrational baseline may surround themselves with chaotic people, cluttered spaces, or draining conversations. All of that lowers their abundance signal. But someone strengthening their wealth identity naturally gravitates toward environments that support them. They clean their space, upgrade their routines, and protect their attention. Those small shifts send a powerful message, I'm preparing for more. And the universe responds to preparation with provision. One of the quickest ways to boost your vibrational score is through emotional honesty. Pretending to be aligned doesn't fool the energetic field, you either feel abundance or you don't. A mentor would say, fix the frequency, not the facade. When you admit what feels off, you create room for a real vibrational shift. From there, every aligned thought becomes a deposit, every scarcity thought becomes a withdrawal. And awareness alone helps you choose differently, day after day. As someone strengthens this inner score, they start noticing life restructuring around them. Money flows steadier, ideas feel clearer, and opportunities seem tailor-made. Their energetic alignment deepens, their money frequency stabilizes, and their wealth vibration becomes unmistakably strong. And as this internal system upgrades, a new question quietly rises, one that will lead them to uncover the subtle difference between true wealth resonance and the hidden static that silently pushes money away. Most people don't realize that money responds more to resonance than to effort. A mentor would say wealth resonance is like a clean musical note that the universe recognizes instantly. When someone's money frequency is steady, opportunities harmonize with them naturally. But when scarcity static creeps in, the signal becomes distorted. That internal noise, fear, doubt, guilt blocks financial manifestation before it even reaches the physical world. And the person wonders why they can't attract money consistently. Scarcity static shows up in subtle ways: hesitation when receiving, discomfort with abundance, or expecting things to collapse. It's not about what someone says, it's the emotional calibration behind it. Even if they repeat affirmations all day, the universe responds to the vibration, not the vocabulary. Wealth vibration is felt, not forced. And someone in true energetic alignment doesn't need to convince themselves, they simply are aligned. That's when the abundance signal becomes unmistakable. Think of resonance like tuning a radio. When the dial is slightly off, all you hear is crackling noise. Many people live their entire financial lives in that almost tuned state, close enough to want money, but not aligned enough to keep it. Their wealth identity gets overshadowed by old beliefs that produce static. But once they shift their emotional baseline, even slightly, the noise fades. And suddenly, the frequency of opportunity becomes crystal clear. A powerful thing happens when someone finally recognizes their scarcity static instead of ignoring it. Awareness alone starts a vibrational shift. They begin noticing when fear dims their abundance signal or when old habits pull them back. And in that noticing, they gain control. They can choose a different thought, a different feeling, a different action. Real energetic alignment is built from these small, conscious adjustments, micro shifts that stack up into quantum wealth changes. Wealth resonance doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means holding a high-frequency mindset even when life feels uncertain. A person aligned with money resonance acknowledges challenges but doesn't drown in them. They breathe, recalibrate, refocus. They choose emotional stability over panic. That choice alone upgrades their financial tuning. And because energy leads behavior, they start acting like someone who expects abundance instead of bracing for loss. The environment you're in can either amplify your resonance or increase your static. Conversations filled with worry, chaos in your space, or people who drain your energy all distort your money frequency. That's why someone working on their wealth identity naturally seeks cleaner energetic environments. They pick influences that reinforce abundance. They limit exposure to fear-driven narratives. And as the static quiets, their wealth vibration rises effortlessly, almost automatically. The greatest difference between wealth resonance and scarcity static is that one opens doors while the other shuts them silently. When someone learns to hear the subtle static in their own field, they finally gain the power to shift it. And as their money frequency becomes clearer, so does their path. Their aligned goals feel closer, their energy feels lighter, and opportunities start approaching with a kind of gentle inevitability. Yet beneath this transformation lies an even deeper layer, one that requires mastering the emotional stability needed to maintain this new resonance. Most people underestimate how much their emotions influence their financial reality. A wise mentor would say that emotional calibration is the backbone of a stable money frequency. When emotions swing wildly, the wealth vibration becomes inconsistent, and opportunities slip through the cracks. But when someone learns to regulate their emotional field, they maintain clean energetic alignment with abundance. It's this emotional steadiness that helps them attract money effortlessly. And it becomes a quiet superpower once mastered. Think of emotions as indicators on a dashboard, showing whether your abundance signal is clear or distorted. When someone feels fear, frustration, or desperation, they're sending scarcity static into their field. But when they shift into gratitude, clarity, or calmness, their financial tuning adjusts instantly. This isn't about faking positivity, it's about choosing emotional states that support wealth identity. A person who masters this becomes magnetic without forcing anything. Their energy does the heavy lifting. Practical emotional calibration can start small. A simple breathing exercise can reset the nervous system and restore money resonance within minutes. Journaling a few lines of gratitude strengthens a high-frequency mindset. Listening to music that elevates mood can trigger an immediate vibrational shift. These tiny actions might seem insignificant, but they accumulate quickly. And each one brings the person closer to energetic alignment with their aligned goals. That's how emotional mastery turns into financial manifestation. A key part of emotional calibration is developing the ability to pause before reacting. When someone pauses, they break the automatic cycle of scarcity-driven emotions. They give themselves a chance to choose a higher vibration. And that choice creates a ripple effect in their money frequency. A person who practices this regularly notices they worry less, think clearer, and make decisions from a grounded place. Their wealth vibration becomes more stable with every pause they honor. Another powerful technique is emotional forecasting. This means pre-deciding the emotional tone you want to hold throughout the day. Someone aligned with quantum wealth intentionally chooses calm, confidence, or gratitude before stepping into their morning. And because emotions guide focus, this sets their abundance signal for everything that follows. It shapes conversations, decisions, and reactions. Over time, emotional forecasting becomes a kind of energetic blueprint, one that money loves responding to. It's also important to notice emotional patterns that weaken your financial field. For some people, it's anxiety about bills. For others, it's guilt around wanting more. These patterns create quiet static in the background, lowering your money resonance without you realizing it. But once someone identifies their emotional triggers, they can neutralize them. They can replace fear with clarity, guilt with worthiness, and doubt with trust. This emotional shift becomes the foundation of true energetic alignment. When someone consistently calibrates their emotions, their entire financial life begins to upgrade. Their money frequency becomes predictable and strong. Their wealth identity solidifies. They feel more grounded, more intuitive, more open to opportunity. And as their emotional field stabilizes, the universe responds with steadier flow, income rises, ideas appear, synchronicities multiply. But something deeper starts forming in the background. The emotional stability begins shaping a new identity, one that naturally attracts money the way a magnet pulls in metal. Most people chase money, but someone with a true wealth identity doesn't chase, they embody. A mentor would say that identity is the deepest layer of money frequency, the one that quietly shapes behavior without effort. When a person truly sees themselves as someone who can attract money, their energy shifts before their actions do. Their abundance signal becomes clearer, more confident, more grounded. And the universe responds not to their words, but to their self-concept. That's where the real vibrational shift begins. Identity operates like a silent script. If someone secretly believes they're unworthy of wealth, their energetic alignment collapses under pressure. They second-guess opportunities, sabotage ideas, or shrink back when abundance approaches. But when they adopt a wealth identity on purpose, step by step, their money resonance strengthens. Suddenly, they feel deserving rather than desperate. Capable rather than confused. And that new internal posture changes everything in their financial manifestation. A person anchored in a wealth identity makes different choices automatically. They communicate with clarity, negotiate with confidence, and move through challenges with emotional calibration instead of panic. Their high-frequency mindset shapes their decisions without forcing discipline. It's like their inner compass always points toward opportunity. And because their money frequency stays stable, they naturally attract money and keep it flowing. Identity becomes the engine behind their abundance signal. One of the fastest ways to shift identity is through environmental cues. Someone trying to embody quantum wealth might upgrade their workspace, read books aligned with prosperity, or surround themselves with voices that reinforce abundance. These small changes signal to the subconscious mind, "This is who I am now." And the subconscious responds by raising wealth vibration automatically. Bit by bit, they start behaving like the version of themselves who already lives their aligned goals. Identity also shows up in how someone talks about money. People with scarcity identity use phrases like, "I can't afford that," or "money is always complicated." But someone in energetic alignment speaks differently. They talk about possibilities, growth, and expansion. Their language reflects trust instead of tension. This linguistic shift strengthens their financial tuning and sends a clear message to the universe. It says, "I'm aligned with abundance." And abundance listens. A powerful exercise for building wealth identity is future self-mapping. This means imagining the version of yourself who already embodies quantum wealth and asking, how do they walk? What do they believe? How do they spend their mornings? A person who commits to these questions begins integrating new habits, new thoughts, and new emotional patterns. Over time, the vibrational shift becomes permanent. And their money resonance grows stronger every single day. As someone fully embraces the identity of a person who naturally attracts money, something beautiful happens. Opportunities feel normal, not surprising. Income rises without forcing. Synchronicities appear in perfect timing. Their wealth identity becomes the new baseline of their energetic alignment, shaping every choice they make. And beneath this transformation, a deeper truth begins revealing itself, the friction that occurs when desire expands faster than frequency. That tension leads directly into the next understanding. Most people think the reason they don't attract money is lack of opportunity, but a wise mentor knows it's usually a mismatch between desire and vibration. A person may want abundance, but their money frequency is tuned to worry or doubt. This creates energetic alignment on paper, but not in practice. Their abundance signal says more, while their emotions quietly whisper, not ready. And that contradiction blocks financial manifestation long before opportunities even appear. The money mismatch problem shows up when someone sets aligned goals but still carries fear, guilt, or unworthiness beneath the surface. Their wealth vibration becomes inconsistent, strong in intention but weak in emotional calibration. The universe reads vibration, not vision boards. So even when someone consciously tries to attract money, their subconscious broadcasts scarcity static. This is why desire alone doesn't shift reality. The emotional field must support the intention. It's like pressing the gas and brake at the same time. The person wants to move forward, but their beliefs pull them backward. A mentor would say, your energy must agree with your ambition. If the inner narrative says money is stressful or unpredictable, the money resonance collapses under pressure. But when someone upgrades their beliefs to match their goals, the vibrational shift becomes immediate. Their energetic environment aligns with abundance effortlessly. One way to fix the mismatch is through emotional alignment exercises. Before setting financial goals, someone can take a moment to breathe, center, and choose the feeling of abundance. This emotional calibration sends a clear message, I'm ready to receive. From there, their money frequency strengthens, and their wealth identity expands. Even small acts, like celebrating minor wins or reframing setbacks, can smooth the static and restore money resonance. Another sign of mismatch is when someone tries to force money through effort rather than energy. They hustle, push, and stress, but nothing flows. Force creates friction, and friction disrupts money frequency. But when a person shifts into a high-frequency mindset, trust, clarity, and receptivity, their energetic alignment becomes the path of least resistance. Suddenly, opportunities appear without grinding. And quantum wealth principles start unfolding naturally. The mismatch problem also appears in habits. Someone may visualize wealth but surround themselves with scarcity-driven influences, negative conversations, chaotic spaces, or low-vibration environments. This splits their signal. Their aligned goals say abundance, but their energetic environment says survival. However, once they upgrade their surroundings, financial tuning improves instantly. Space, people, and stimuli all reinforce the vibration they claim to want. When someone finally corrects the mismatch, aligning emotion, belief, habit, and desire, their entire financial reality begins shifting quickly. Their abundance signal becomes coherent, their wealth vibration strengthens, and they start to attract money with ease. But the journey doesn't end here, in fact, it opens a new door. Because once the mismatch dissolves, the next step is cultivating the daily habits that keep this frequency stable and growing. Most people assume wealth is built through massive action, but a wise mentor knows it's the daily habits that tune your money frequency. These habits act like energetic anchors, keeping your abundance signal clear even when life feels chaotic. Someone with strong wealth vibration doesn't wait for motivation, they create rhythm. Their routines support emotional calibration and keep their energy from slipping into scarcity static. And these small calibrations compound into noticeable financial manifestation over time. The first habit of a wealth-aligned person is intentional emotional hygiene. Just like brushing your teeth, you clean your energy field. This might mean a few minutes of gratitude journaling, grounding breaths, or listening to music that elevates your high-frequency mindset. These small rituals strengthen your money resonance and quiet internal noise. They help you attract money without forcing outcomes. Over time, this emotional discipline becomes the foundation of your wealth identity. Another powerful habit is conscious consumption, not just of food, but of information and environments. Someone committed to energetic alignment avoids conversations that drain them or content that fills their mind with fear. They choose uplifting voices, clear spaces, and positive stimuli. This creates an energetic environment that supports financial tuning. And because your surroundings influence your vibration more than you realize, these choices elevate your wealth vibration naturally. People aligned with quantum wealth also practice proactive decision-making. They don't wait until scarcity emotions creep in, they act before resistance appears. Whether paying bills with gratitude, reviewing finances calmly, or making investments from clarity rather than fear, they maintain steady energetic alignment. This proactive energy tells the universe they're trustworthy with abundance. And the universe responds through steady, predictable financial manifestation. One surprisingly effective habit is celebrating micro wins. Most people skip this step, but celebration increases your vibrational shift instantly. Acknowledging even small progress sends a strong abundance signal. It tells your subconscious mind, we're heading in the right direction. And the subconscious responds by reinforcing your money frequency. Over time, these celebrations build confidence, expand your wealth identity, and strengthen your aligned goals. Wealth-aligned people also protect their focus. They set clear intentions at the start of the day and check in with themselves throughout it. This small habit prevents their energy from scattering. It keeps their wealth vibration coherent and their emotional calibration steady. Even taking 30 seconds to pause and breathe can restore money resonance. And this level of self-awareness becomes a powerful magnet for abundance. As these habits stack, a person begins to feel different, lighter, clearer, more aligned. Their money frequency stabilizes. Their abundance signal strengthens. Their energetic alignment becomes second nature rather than effort. And as this new rhythm settles in, something else begins to shift quietly in the background. They realize wealth isn't shaped only by internal habits, but also by the environment they allow themselves to live in. Most people underestimate how deeply their environment shapes their money frequency. A mentor would say your surroundings act like an amplifier, either strengthening your abundance signal or drowning it in static. The energy in your home, your workspace, and even your daily routes influences your wealth vibration more than you realize. When someone spends their days surrounded by chaos, noise, or negativity, their money resonance weakens. But when they create a supportive energetic environment, financial manifestation accelerates effortlessly. Your environment affects you emotionally first. Every object carries a vibration, and your body responds. A cluttered room creates mental friction, a dark space lowers emotional calibration, a stressful environment disrupts energetic alignment. But a clean, bright, intentional space supports a high-frequency mindset instantly. Even small changes, opening windows, adding plants, or organizing your desk, create a vibrational shift. And that shift strengthens your wealth identity without you forcing anything. The people around you influence your money frequency even more than the physical space. Conversations filled with worry or scarcity create quiet scarcity static in your energy field. But spending time with people who think big, believe in abundance, and act with clarity activates your money resonance. Their energy calibrates yours, raising your financial tuning. That's why mentors often say, change your circle, change your wealth. Your network upgrades your vibration long before it upgrades your income. Another part of environment is digital space. Most people overlook this. What you watch, scroll, and listen to either elevates or drains your abundance signal. Consuming fear-based content lowers wealth vibration instantly. But listening to motivational talks, success stories, or high-value education strengthens your money frequency. Curating your digital environment is like tuning a radio, you choose whether you hear harmony or static. And that choice influences your aligned goals every single day. Someone aligned with quantum wealth intentionally designs their environment to match the financial reality they want. They place reminders of their future self around their space, books that inspire, notes of gratitude, vision symbols aligned with their wealth identity. These small cues reinforce energetic alignment each time the mind glances at them. And the subconscious, absorbing these signals, adjusts money frequency automatically. Environment becomes a silent teacher of abundance. Even scents, sounds, and colors influence your wealth vibration. Soft lighting calms the nervous system, uplifting music boosts your abundance signal, fresh scents cleanse stagnant energy. These sensory details seem small, but they shape emotional calibration throughout the day. And emotional stability is the foundation of strong money resonance. When your environment supports peace, clarity, and expansion, your financial manifestation grows naturally. As someone upgrades their environment piece by piece, something powerful happens. Their energy becomes lighter, their aligned goals feel closer, and their wealth identity strengthens. Money opportunities appear more frequently because their vibration is no longer weighed down by static. But environment is only one piece of the puzzle. There is still a deeper, universal principle to understand, the path of least resistance that guides money toward the most aligned frequency. Most people believe money comes through hard work, but a mentor would smile and say, money always follows the energetic path of least resistance. This means it flows toward the person with the clearest, cleanest money frequency, not the busiest schedule. When someone carries emotional tension or scarcity static, they become a vibrational obstacle. But when their wealth vibration is calm and open, money flows to them like water finding the smoothest route downhill. Financial manifestation becomes effortless when resistance dissolves. The path of least resistance starts within. If someone wants to attract money but feels fear, guilt, or pressure every time they think about wealth, they create energetic roadblocks. The universe doesn't judge, it simply mirrors. So if someone emits an abundance signal mixed with anxiety, their money resonance becomes unstable. But when they regulate their emotional calibration and release inner contradictions, the path clears instantly. Money follows clarity, not confusion. This principle also explains why opportunities sometimes show up unexpectedly. When someone reaches a vibrational shift, maybe through gratitude, grounding, or aligned goals, their energetic alignment snaps into place. Suddenly, the phone rings, an idea pops up, or a person appears with perfect timing. These synchronicities aren't random, they are expressions of the energetic path of least resistance. Money arrives through whatever channel matches your frequency the most. A big part of lowering resistance is letting go of how. When someone tries to control every detail of their financial manifestation, they tighten their energy. They grip instead of receive. But surrendering the how softens the energetic environment and allows quantum wealth principles to operate. This doesn't mean doing nothing, it means acting from clarity, not desperation. It means trusting your money frequency enough to move without fear. Physical resistance matters too. A cluttered space, exhausting routines, or chaotic relationships can block the flow of abundance. When your environment drains you, your abundance signal weakens. But when you simplify your surroundings, prioritize rest, and choose supportive people, you remove friction. Suddenly, your mind feels lighter, your decisions clearer, your wealth identity stronger. Money flows toward calmness because calmness is open, spacious, receptive. A practical way to identify resistance is to listen to your body. Tight chest? Scarcity. Heavy shoulders? Misalignment. Irritation or procrastination? Static disrupting your money resonance. Your body always reflects your financial tuning before your life does. When you breathe deeply, soften your posture, or step away for a moment, you lower resistance instantly. And that tiny release opens the door for financial manifestation to move again. As someone learns to consistently dissolve resistance, emotionally, mentally, and energetically, the flow of money begins to feel natural rather than forced. Their wealth vibration stays clean, their abundance signal remains strong, and their aligned goals stop feeling far away. And once the path of least resistance becomes their default state, they're finally ready for the most advanced level of wealth creation, the quantum alignment with the exact frequency of their financial goal. Most people think a financial goal is just a number, but in truth, every goal carries its own frequency. A mentor would say quantum alignment begins when you treat your goal as a living vibration, not a distant dream. Your money frequency must match the emotional feeling of already achieving it. If your wealth vibration is lower than the goal's frequency, you feel doubt, pressure, or impatience. But when you rise to the level of your goal, financial manifestation becomes the natural consequence of energetic alignment. In the quantum model, your desired income already exists vibrationally. It's like a radio station broadcasting right now, you just haven't tuned into it yet. When you shift your emotional calibration to match that future reality, you step into the same abundance signal your goal emits. This creates instant coherence. Suddenly, ideas flow, clarity increases, and money resonance strengthens. You're not chasing the goal anymore, you're syncing with it. The key is learning to feel the goal before you see it. Someone aligned with quantum wealth doesn't wait for evidence, they create emotional evidence internally. They embody the wealth identity of the version of themselves who already reached the goal. They practice high-frequency mindset rituals, visualize with emotion, and choose thoughts that strengthen their financial tuning. These internal actions produce a vibrational shift that pulls the goal closer, sometimes shockingly fast. Quantum alignment also requires removing vibrational contradictions. If someone desires $10,000 months but feels fear when they open their bank app, the signals don't match. This mismatch creates scarcity static that disrupts energetic alignment. But when they regulate their emotional field, breathing, grounding, reframing beliefs, they remove interference. The money frequency stabilizes. And stability is what pulls the quantum version of the goal into physical form. A powerful technique is quantum rehearsal. This means mentally living a moment from your future, receiving the payment, celebrating the milestone, feeling the freedom. But the secret is feeling it as if it's happening now. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference. This strengthens your abundance signal and upgrades your wealth vibration instantly. It tells the universe, we're already here. And when the universe believes you, your aligned goals begin manifesting in real time. Another key aspect is aligning your actions with the version of you who already reached the goal. This isn't about hustling, it's about acting from the vibration of certainty. Someone aligned with their goal invests differently, speaks differently, and moves differently. Their choices reflect trust, not tension. These aligned actions reinforce quantum wealth principles, turning your energy field into a magnet for the exact outcome you want. As someone locks into quantum alignment with their financial goal, the external world begins shifting around them. Opportunities accelerate, intuition sharpens, and synchronicities appear with uncanny timing. Their money resonance becomes unwavering, their abundance signal becomes unmistakable, and their energetic alignment becomes complete. And it's in this state, where intention, emotion, and energy move as one, that their financial reality finally rises to meet the frequency they've been broadcasting all along.